can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning. All right, I'm gonna have to take a false start penalty because one of the chatters, and I believe it is Peter Suarez, said my mic wasn't on. So let me try again. A lot of experimenting going on in the next 48 hours because I'm running this through a different system, and there may be a streamer that will come able and help out. So a lot of pieces put in place now, and as I said, not only for the next 48 hours, but the course of the week, we're going to do some experimenting. I'll integrate the crew back into place one at a time to make sure everything tests out, works out, so we can continue to deliver quality and ass-kicking sports take morning show that you all are accustomed to. It's just going to get a little bit better. Thank you, Pete, for catching everything. Thanks to the big dog, Shane Lake, my longtime engineer, Vic Horse, our coordinating producer, the lovely Jody Snow, my beautiful bride, for catching everything that I don't catch when I'm busy being a madman, putting all together. 4 minutes after the hour, on your mark, get set, go.
Do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning! Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Because we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Don't ask. All right. We are underway, and like I said, this is going to be an express edition. So, with that thought in mind, good morning. Welcome to the Express Terrific Taco Tuesday K edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. There's going to be some stuff to deal with because we are integrating a new system. I do not have the crew with me today, though Shane has ears and eyes to this, so does Victor, so does Jody, and everyone that's involved with the production of the show. My daughter Sonia's in on the fun. Also, she's picking out all the stuff that may happen and getting me all kinds prepared. Got a terrific crew here. But today, let me just begin with this, and it is a warm thank you. It's a thank you to everyone that has stuck not only with me and with the crew and with the production of the show, but I began to think last night. Well, actually, I began to talk about anything that happened over the course. I can't believe that Labor Day will begin this show's 13th. There have been a whole bunch of mistakes that have been made, remade, repeated, buried, brought back up, all in the execution of this show. I mean, for 3 months, one of my old producers said, maybe you need to put a bow on Snowman in the morning and, repackage it as something else. And even those 3 months that I spent away in 2016, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't stay away. Then I moved in 2017 from Port, Indiana down to Jasper, Indiana, and I had to call a halt to it then. It was forced into it because I was taking on a new venture. But it just would not, I couldn't quit. I couldn't leave it alone. And it took my beautiful wife, Jody, saying something to me that I am now embracing. I have embraced it because of the 8 years that I've been with Jody, and my family's told me to embrace it, that the Snowman is not only a nickname for me, it's a brand. And I had someone ask me where the Snowman came from. Someone tried to give me that nickname as an insult, but I embraced it then and I embrace it now. And as I said, Jody said to me, the Snowman is your brand. Use it. I now am developing the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. That goes live. But it will be fully launched in June. We're doing a lot of testing to it. I'm waiting on equipment to come in. If you guys can help some new equipment, that would be appreciated. I'll tell you about all that at the end of the show. But this has gone through names, including the Interscholastic Sports Network, ISNet, for those of you who know in Chicago, the Arena Sports Network, which I branded in 2013 with the help and the expertise of one of my best friends in life, the late, great Alvin Washington, and I'm about to cry because I miss him. I mean, we've been through some stuff. Alvin and I have had the last part of our friendship was very, very rocky, but man was a brother to me, and he was always there for me. So I thank him. My buddy Mike Isle, who is out in the Rocky Mountains right now. You all know about Victor Locke, aka Victor Locke, who's been with the show since we've been doing this together back in 1999 is when I brought him aboard. Cole Johnson, the fabulous executive producer emeritus of the show, who brought some great ideas, some of most of which that I have now since completely implemented and have put into play. And the playmaker, Darnell Sollins, Deb Wickens, who joins us every Friday during football season. I've talked with her off. I tell a lot of my friends who have supported the show, been with the show, I tell them every day, thank you just for popping in when you can. The great Sig Diggy, who joins us from Norway almost every morning. Same thing to him. Dr. Charles Faulkner, who I met because of another dear friend who has since passed on, Matt Granahan. We were only supposed to talk on air for 25 minutes. We wound up talking 3.5 hours. And I've been friends with Charles since then. Almost 11 years now. 11 years he's been my friend. He's been my brother. Let me put it another way. He's been my brother for 11 years. Derek Drayton, a.k.a. Dre Day, who I had on the show yesterday. We connected in our coverage of the WNBA. Absolutely fabulous. All the fans that have tuned in, play-by-play, JJ, Rising Rhino, Pure Adrenaline Sports, they all come in when I do my play-by-play. I will be attempting to do tonight through this new system. I figure if I'm going to experiment, going to go all the way with it. There's still a few tweaks that I have to make. I fully want to get this in place and not hem and haw with it anymore. Lots of more elements are being made, and some are going to be permanent because I want this done. I want this to be as close to perfect as possible, which is why I'm taking the time right now to just run with the test, see what happens, get the report from my engineers, get the report from the sound folks that are tuning in, get the report from my producers, my director, my coordinating producer in charge, and just build from there. Just take a break, just take some time, absorb all the information that's been given to me. And you folks in the chat, every single morning, whether it be via text message, via the YouTube chat, the Instagram chat, or Instagram, the Twitch chat, every other way you guys connect with us and this show. Thank you always. Thank you, and thank you always. I cannot tell you, and there's one other person I need to recognize, and his name is Chris Dietz. You all know him. He's been with the show 9 of the 12 years that we've been on the air. And I got to tell you something, Dietz, buddy, I know I paid homage to you on the air, and I'm all the last minute changes. He just rolls with it. You know, the crew rolls with it as well. They let me call me out when something doesn't feel right. And, man, I cannot say thank you to you, Mr. Dietz, enough. Not just for the hilarity, but for all of your expert journalism, okay, which makes independent shows like this rise and continue to rise. I cannot tell y'all thank you enough to everyone that has supported this show one day or the entire time. 12 years is a long time, even with all the starts, the stops, the beginnings, the ends, the restarts, the reloads, the relaunch, everything. And one day Jody told me, stop relaunching and just go. That's what we're doing. We're integrating everything. Thank you to my radios at WJKS, at WSM, at WBZ down in Alabama, the folks at KSRN out in Arizona, and all the folks in my hometown of Chicago who said, you know what, go with it. Stop rebranding, stop retooling, and just go. Just bring all the tools in as you go along. And we're doing this. And this is truly day one, even though we're in season 12, because as I mentioned, we're transitioning and integrating a lot of new things that'll really make this show pop and really make this show better. So thank you to everyone that has stuck with us, been with us, remain with us, and continue to support everything that we do here at Snowman in the Morning. Let me take a short break. When we come back, the Snowman's Take that y'all have been looking for, and it's about the NBA having 8 teams lose 55 or more games. What? Old Snowman's going to get off. Old Snowman's going to go off in a deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
From the hills of Santa Clara to the legacy of the stick, this is where red runs deep and greatness wears gold. 40 plus years a fan, 30 years in the booth, and now it's personal. The 49ers like you've never heard them before. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Hosted by Brian Snow, each week you will get a recap of the game that just happened and the game that will happen. All the stats, facts, and figures, all the fun notes, fan chats, and everything else you could put into 30 minutes. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central.
Cause we take this job so serious.
What are we doing?
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The great Chris Dietz with the "What are we doing?" His trademark, and I made it a bumper. 9 after the hour, express edition of Snowman in the Morning, and finally it's time for me to unleash something I can't even say I've hinted at. I've said it aloud, and people think I'm nuts. Do you think I'm nuts now about this? How I put the new intro together, use the sound that Cole sent that on a video after the show. Okay. The great playmaker, Darnell Sollins, he Father O'Shaughnessy need to go to hell. That's what he need to do. Brought a stat to me yesterday. And that stat was 8 teams in the NBA this past season, 2005-2006, lost at least 55 games. Let me repeat that. 8 teams. And Victor, you know the joke I want to make and repeat from Lewis Black, but I simply can't do it because of our radio partners here and want to be respectful and continue to be respectful to them and make that grow. 8 teams lost 55 or more games this past year. You know what that tells me? That tells me that the National Basketball Association, a league that I once adored, is in one of the sorriest states it's been in, and it's going to get worse. And big part goes to all of the one and doneers that go play a season in college, think they're the best thing since sliced bread, and just, I can go to the NBA now. No, you can't. And I'm gonna spit out a question that contains a cuss word that Victor loves to use, I love to use, Cole Johnson, where are the fundamentals? I'll answer that question for you. There ain't none. Unless you're part of a winning team like the Detroit Pistons, the Boston Celtics, the New York Knicks, Cleveland Cavaliers, Toronto Raptors, and Atlanta Hawks, I don't even count the play-in tournament. Or if you're part of the Oklahoma City Thunder, San Antonio Spurs, who got the best record. OKC got the best 2 games of the Spurs. Nuggets, Lakers, Rockets, and Timberwolves. There are no fundamentals in the NBA anymore. You know why? Because these coaches don't know how to teach them and drill it into them that you need to be seasoned coming out of college and your fundamentals need to be in place before you go into college. There are some exceptions to the rule. I understand that. There are some exceptions of high schoolers going to the NBA and having a very successful career. Do the names Moses Malone, Darryl Dawkins, and Kevin Garnett mean anything to you? Does the name Kobe Bryant mean anything to you? Difference between those players that I just named and these donors that love to flood the NBA right now, the players that I mentioned before, Moses Malone, Kevin Garnett, Darryl Dawkins, Kobe Bryant, they actually worked at the craft while they were logging minutes in the NBA. I'll give you a great example. The year was 1997. The Lakers were playing the Utah Jazz in a playoff series. Kobe Bryant had several chances to win a couple of games in that series, but didn't have the strength in his legs to get off a long jump shot. But Kobe Bryant, he worked on the game. He was his legs. After the, I got to get my legs one. There was a level that a lot of these players love to either skip or circumvent. It's called college. What happened to the days where, except for very, very few occasions, I mentioned a couple, the one from high school right to the NBA. Thomas left Indiana as a sophomore, but he was a national champion. He had the skills. He worked on his skills at Westchester St. Joseph outside of Chicago. The fellow named Irvin Magic Johnson, he left Michigan State as a sophomore. Nothing left to prove. Shaquille O'Neal left as a junior. Nothing left to prove. And that was through the urging of his coach at the time, Mr. Dale Brown. But see, college coaches like that, Judd Heathcote, Michigan State, Dale Brown, LSU, Robert Montgomery, Indiana University. You know they also urge kids to do? How did Bobby Knight put it on his return to Assembly Hall? Play defense! These kids nowadays have no idea what the hell defense is. That's why the foreign players that come in already have the fundamentals established. Nikola Jokic, Victor Wembanyama, just to name a couple. Tony Parker, when he came in with the Spurs back in 2001, I may be wrong. But there's no fundamentals anymore. And it just flat plain pisses me off that these kids think that you can step back 4.5 times and get a shot off and think it's legal. No, that's called a travel, James Harden, LeBron James. And to a point, and I have to say it, although I love watching this guy play, Stephen Curry. But to Stephen Curry's point, but to the defense of Stephen Curry, at least Stephen Curry works on his game, especially his defense. Do you understand that point? He works at it. Well, it's just a part of the evolution of the NBA right now. Evolution, my ass. A travel is a travel, period. And half of these kids don't even know how to bounce the basketball without palming the doggone thing. Every single dead time. The AB media from Indianapolis, Indiana. Every single dadgum time. You see that? For those of you watching on television, I have the ball in my hand like this. When it comes up, they turn it over. That's a carry. Every single dadgum time. Bounce the freaking basketball normally. But they don't know how to do that. They think they have hands like Michael Jordan. They can palm the ball, which they can't. Half of these players in the NBA right now, simply put, just can't play. Period. Why? Lack of fundamentals. Dadgummit. They don't have the fundamentals coming out of college because their high school coaches and AAU coaches, which has ruined basketball in my opinion, don't give them the fundamentals to go into college. And I want to thank the one and done situation that the NBA instilled and it filtered down to college for the ruinization and the pussification of the National Basketball Association. Everybody wants to be Steph Curry right now and take 100 3-point goals per game. Jay Spivey, the great Jay Spivey, who has been on my show since 2020, 6 years running now, says it all the time. Why are teams combining for 73 3-point field goals in a game? And everybody wants to put the blame on Stephen Curry and to a point Klay Thompson, a.k.a. the Splash Brothers, for ruining the NBA. That's false. That's false. It is not Steph Curry's fault that his father, Del Curry, was one hell of a shooter, and he took his genes, and what do I often say? Steph Curry did something that a person who I will name in a few moments never learned how to do. He took an anomaly and turned it into a weapon. And former sharpshooter Steve Kerr, he of the University of Arizona, Chicago Bulls and San Antonio Spurs fame, took that weapon and turned it into a strategy with all the players that were put under his coaching. Klay Thompson, Andre Iguodala, to a point Andrew Bogut, Harrison Barnes, Kevin Durant. You know what Steve Kerr did with those players that a lot of these other coaches don't know how to do? He coached them. This one-and-done culture has ruined the NBA, and until you repeal that rule and tell these kids you need to play at least 3 years in college, the NBA will never be the same again. And let me highlight a player by the name of Kyrie Irving. A guy who played a grand total of 11 games under one of the greatest college basketball coaches in history. You know the name, Mike Krzyzewski, who's from my hometown, mind you. When he decided to leave, Mike Krzyzewski gave him a handshake, directed him out of Cameron indoor stadium, and then under his breath, bye, and don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. You know what Kyrita Irby has done since January 19, 2016? I'll tell you in a simple sentence. Not a dadgum thing. No, how do I say it? Nothing. You understand me? Trey Larkins, and I'm picking at Trey Larkins. He's one of my best friends. Listen to me, Trey Larkins, and I want you to listen good. Kyrita Irby, a.k.a. Kyrie Irving, a.k.a. the guy who you, Trey Larkins, think has the best handles in the NBA, which is a falsehood. You saying that is like saying the Cleveland Browns are Super Bowl contenders. And we all know how that lie is. Wait a minute. Speaking of which, let me put this in a language that many people will understand because of the fellow who said it. That's Kyrie Irving have the best handles in the NBA? It's a damn lie. Kyrie Irving, best handles? Best rookie years in history? That's a lie. All lies. All lies. And the dumb culture is the biggest culprit for the ruinization and the pussification of a once proud organization called the National Basketball Association. Now it's just flooded with 18 and 19-year-olds. Let me get my button up here because I feel myself getting ready to cuss. full of 18 and 19-year-olds, sometimes 20, that don't know a thing about playing fundamentally sound basketball. And I will say something that a lot of people have heard me say, and they don't believe it. You know the biggest culprit? Give me this button. You know the biggest culprit of this grade A homogenized Holstein bullshit? You know, because yes, LeBron, it is you. It's always been you. It always will be you forever and ever. Amen. It's your fault. Can't lay the whole thing. Wait a minute. This is my opinion. This is Snowman's take. Yes, I can. It's your fault, LeBron. Period. Because you pussified the NBA, play your way, where you flop all over the place, you travel all over the place, you can't handle the doggone basketball, you can't shoot the ball, you don't commit a post-mortem memory. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm going to do this.
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and total greatness is shunned, there stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him wages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the Bronzexual Confessions.
Thank you, Victor. See, Victor, ears. I was muted for a little bit. I know it ain't Wednesday, but darn it, it needs to be said. LeBron James, for the most part, and I say most, it is your fault. Period. When they introduced that Euro step, thank you, Manu Ginobili. Bill, don't beat me up, please. When they introduced that Euro step and allowed it to stick, that started the erosion of fundamentals of the National Basketball Association. That started it. That Euro step needs to go. Period. That Euro step needs to be obliterated, just like the entire dadgum city of Cleveland. Well, maybe not the whole city, but you get the idea. You get the joke, okay? Matter of fact, with the Euro step, I clear this. I better throw this in there too.
Bronzexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronzexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YOKAY. Real LJPM, now approve all this.
bleep blapping all weekend. Get the hell out and stay out. Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of The Bronzexual Confessions.
Okay, glad I caught it this time. With all that being said, that's Snowman. Yours. That's the only thing you gotta fix is this dog microphone, especially with the weapons to go along with it. When y'all get back, Ron McCarthy and Coffee with McCarthy with his draft picks. And don't worry, if something goes wrong today, I'll play it again tomorrow using the same system. We're doing a lot of testing today, as I said, and we want to get this right, especially when the crew returns. Okay? Thanks for hanging out with me on Snowman in the Morning. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five.
I saw the word king appear in a song. In the back of my head, I heard Cole, no, sorry, not Cole, Ray Ray say, Kang.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Two years ago, we put a spin on the NFL draft, offering some hilarious picks. One of the members that did it with us is standing by.
This Coffee with McCarthy is sponsored by Stepper Cognac. One, and it's lights out.
From the Invader Coffee guest line comes Ryan McCoffey, a.k.a. Ryan McCarthy, the man in charge of No Credentials Required. Good morning, my friend. How are you?
Come on. It's a two-headed effort. You know that.
Yeah, it's a fabulous show. McCoffey and Dustin Henry, the men in charge of No Credentials Required. The NFL draft is 1 week away. We put our spin on some picks, and we had you in the chat, but we didn't have you with us. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do today. Now, next week when I bring you on, we're gonna have the actual picks. You know who we actually think. But let's have some fun this morning. And Jody's already giggling in my ear, waiting to hear your picks on who's going where. So we'll start at the top of the pile. We got the Las Vegas Raiders choosing at number 1.
Avocado ice cream.
Okay, I gotta ask the follow-up question. Why avocado ice cream? Or dare I ask such a silly question?
Because of Tom Brady. That's why. Tom
Well,
Brady's owner is a health nut.
Okay.
So that's his dessert every night is avocado ice cream.
But it won't feed into the team, I don't think.
Or so you think. Hey, use the right word, feed.
True. But see, the problem is with avocado ice cream and Tom Brady. Tom Brady actually played the game well and used health to his advantage correctly. These are the Raiders we're talking about. They're not in Los Angeles and they're not in Oakland. That should be frightening enough as it is.
No, the corporate Raiders aren't exactly the most thrilling team to watch, of course. But
no, they're not.
Need all the help they can get, and maybe a little ice cream after the game, a little sweet treat.
But shouldn't you
morale?
But shouldn't you earn that though?
It doesn't matter these days. Are you kidding me?
You're right. You're right. It doesn't. Well, let me put it this way. It doesn't matter to many teams, to the ones who actually want to compete and win. It matters to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know who's second? I don't even have to say him. Now I will put a preface in front of this. A couple years ago, you had the best pick when you selected despair for your Jets. Does that remain, or you have something else in mind?
I have something else in mind.
Okay.
Selhurst Park.
What?
True English Premier League fans will know. Selhurst Park is where Crystal Palace Football Club plays. And Woody Johnson decided to put his tentacles into that last summer. So if the Jets were ever to move to London, which someday we can see a team go to London.
Team could be there. We can see it.
Yep. You can see 34,000. You see 34,000 people crammed into Selhurst Park, where Crystal Palace plays and Woody Johnson partly owns. Ugh.
The Chargers played in a soccer stadium for 3 years before they paid rent in SoFi.
Yep, the Home Depot Park in Carson, I believe.
In Carson, California.
Where the LA Galaxy plays.
LA Galaxy call home. Third spot belongs to the Arizona Cardinals.
A for sale sign.
Yeah. In particular, St. Louis, or do we leave them alone? And where do we put the for sale sign on the team itself, or do we put the for sale sign just on State Farm Stadium and leave it alone?
I would say the franchise itself. They've been under the misery of the Bidwell since 1947. And they've only been to the playoffs how many times? 11 times.
11 times.
70 years. Ugh.
That's sad if you have that kind of success rate for a team. Spanning three cities.
Chicago,
St. Louis, and now Phoenix, Arizona.
And Phoenix, Glendale. Yeah.
Phoenix, Glendale. Did they ever make the playoffs when they played at Sun Devil Stadium? I think they did. Yeah, they did. Once.
Jake Plummer.
1998.
Jake Plummer was quarterback.
1998.
Yep. And they beat the Cowboys in the wild card.
Held them to 7 points.
Yes.
Held them to 7 points.
Yep.
The fourth spot belongs. I don't know. My wife and I have a playful argument about this when I quote unquote mispronounce teams.
Mm-hmm.
When I say Houston Oilers instead of Tennessee Titans, she'll laugh at me. She says, you have to stay on brand, right? And she'll start laughing again. So, honey, this one's for you. They're correctly called the Tennessee Titans, but I'm old. I can't help it. Houston Oilers at number 4. Well, I'll say Tennessee Titans at number 4, and then I'll let you go from there. And by the look on your face, for our radio audience, the look on this man's face with him steepling his fingers together and now scratching his beard.
Stroking, thank you.
Yep, he's got something evil in mind.
Quarterback from Cal Berkeley, Aaron Rodgers. I just want to see Robert Saleh get a hug from Aaron Rodgers.
And to think I said any quarterback not named Cam Ward, so I left that door wide open.
You asked.
I did. Let's go back to let's go back to New York. The fifth spot belongs to the New York Football Giants.
Jim Harbaugh. No, I'm sorry, Jack Harbaugh. Sorry.
Jack Harbaugh, yes. I know you're going to have fun with this next one. The sixth spot belongs to Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yes. Why? Because it always happens to Craig Elo. Thank you, Jim Durham, for that.
Always happens to him. Oh gosh, Cleveland, huh?
Yes, Cleveland's picking at number 6.
Chief Wahoo.
I thought you'd
put him in Browns. But put him in Browns colors.
I thought you'd save that one for the next team we got, which is the Washington Redskins or Commanders. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. They're the Washington Redskins.
Who was their? What was the name of the old helmet logo? I can't remember the name. It wasn't.
I forgot the name of him, but I know who you're talking about. I forgot his name.
Hang on. Black Chief John. Black Chief John.
Okay.
Because the person who drew up that logo was a member of the Blackfeet tribe.
Mm-hmm.
And his grandson came out after they rebranded in 2000. Thanks everybody for that. And came out and said, "You're erasing us. If you rename the team and you take the logo out, you are erasing us in our history." So
he's right.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
He's right. They got to bring it back. And since they're moving back to Washington and playing on the grounds of RFK Stadium in the near future, it's only right that they bring him back. The 9th spot belongs down in the bayou with the New Orleans Saints. God help us.
Billy Bayou. The best. Look, listen. If you played Nintendo, 8-bit Nintendo in the day, and you played the Adventures of Billy Bayou,
yep.
So good.
Now I got to have it in my files. Just because you made that reference, I now have to hear it again and put it in my files. The 10th spot belongs to the Kansas City Chiefs.
A new knee for Patrick Mahomes.
Because he will not be the same after this one's repaired.
No, usually they aren't, unless your name is Jerry Rice and you're superhuman. Who remember Jerry Rice injured in week 1 in 90.
He got injured in week 1, and he came back in week 15 against Denver.
Back in week 15. That dude was not human. We talked about that a couple episodes.
Not only did he come back in week 15. Not only did he have an impact against Denver, he had a 100-yard game, and the Niners clinched the West that night.
So, yeah.
That's the only case I know of where someone has a major injury to his knee and says, "The heck with it, I'm coming back the same season." I don't see that happening for Patrick Mahomes.
No.
I'm sorry. I love you, Patrick Mahomes, but you ain't Jerry Rice.
No, and I don't know. It used to be like that. Torn ACL, you'd be back in a couple months. Now they're keeping them out for a full year. It's
full year.
Are we really? I would say babying them, but it's like, I don't know. Maybe they just want to get back to full strength. But
you said it correctly. We're babying them. The next one belongs to the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oof.
That reaction right
Look,
there.
Ozuna. They needed help in the pass protection. And sumo wrestlers know how to push.
Yes, they do. Now,
actually, no, but I'm sorry. That pick has been redacted. They're picking E Honda from Street Fighter. That's what they're picking.
Yeah, E Honda will chop the heck out of you
and headbutt you.
Mm-hmm. A flying headbutt at that. That was one of my characters I played with in Street Fighter. Next pick, number 11, belongs to A Pizzle and the Miami Dolphins.
Shady bookkeeping. No, I'm sorry. The bookkeepers at Enron. There we go.
Bookkeepers. Oh, you mean the ones that shredded everything and turned it into confetti?
Yes, the ones who overinflated their assets and turned up and filed for Chapter 11 back in the 2000s.
Yes. Yes. Number 12. Let's make Victor laugh with the pick belonging to the Dallas Cowboys. My pick is, since I'm doing it again, a return to Texas Stadium. Oh, I'm sorry, they blew it up.
Wow. Let me think. This is a tough one.
For those of you in the radio audience, he's really, really thinking on this one.
Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember his name from the program. Jefferson, the running back.
I know who you're talking about. I can't place his name either.
Omar. I know Omar Epps, Darnell Jefferson.
Darnell Jefferson. Okay.
Darnell Jefferson, Eastern State Timberwolves.
Oh yeah, the 13th spot belongs, and I must do the voice, to the Los Angeles Rams.
A clue? No, not so much a clue, but I would say for the ultra delusional fan, reality. Because holy crap, the Rams fans on social media can just be so delusional. Like anytime you see somebody up for a trade rumor, oh, we can get him.
Yeah.
No,
you can't. You can't.
You already have a wide receiver. You already have a running back. Like, what's the matter with you? Go back to reality. Stop playing Madden. Go back to reality.
Telling a Rams fan to come back to reality. Good luck. That's like telling a Lakers.
Just the delusional ones.
Yeah. Just the delusional ones. That's like telling a Laker fan that, a delusional Laker fan that. And I don't have to say anything else.
Nope.
Next one at 14 belongs to the, again, God help us, Baltimore Ravens.
Concrete shoes for Lamar Jackson so he doesn't move around the pocket as much.
You know what? I was thinking about that. And speaking of delusional fans,
oh boy.
Speaking of delusional fans, I don't have the graphic available because I'm still rearranging the truck. But yes, Lamar, it is you. Period. I've had so many delusional Raven fans come after me when I said it 3 years ago, I said it 2 years ago, I said it this past season, and I will continue to say it. Lamar Jackson has regressed. Period. And part of the reason they don't put a good, you just don't want serviceable with Lamar Jackson. You want a good offensive line in front of him. And he'll never learn to be a pocket quarterback because he can't get over his first instinct.
Well, you're going to have a tough time now that Linderbaum has gone to Las Vegas of all places. I will say this though. Good for him for getting that money from them.
Yes.
Linemen are woefully underpaid in the NFL.
They are.
I know they're not sexy. They're not sexy names. They're not throwing the ball. They're not running the ball. They're not making. They're not catching the ball. But they're so important. Offensive linemen are so important.
They are the most important parts of the offense because they protect the quarterback.
Center is the most. Don't let left tackle fool you. All right, left tackle can do their job. All right.
Yep.
Center is the most important position.
It is. It is. Next one, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 15.
Steamin' Willie Beeman. They can move the wide receiver.
You made a Willie Beeman reference.
I did.
Yes.
I just watched it a month ago. True story. I watched that movie in the theater on December 31st, 1999 with my brothers. I'm old.
So am I. I've watched that movie several times. At 16, we're back in the Meadowlands with your New York Jets.
Despair.
So you waited a Jets.
I waited to the 16. Either him or either Despair or Ty Simpson. I don't know. We'll see.
But there's no. I hate to say this aloud, but I don't think anyone of significance is going to be there at 16. They're all going to be gone.
Some say that Jets might. I don't know. I haven't really been. Look. You know me. Like, if I'm trying to pay attention to the draft, but also I don't like it shoved down my throat every morning on SportsCenter.
Exactly.
So I'm kind of paying attention to what the Jets do at 16. Some say they're going to move up. Some say they're going to move down. Some say they're going to stay pat. They're going to draft a wide receiver to complement Garrett Wilson. I don't know who is going to be there, honestly.
You know why? I've had someone ask me this very recently. You know why I don't do extensive and extended coverage of the draft? Because it's just repeating the same things and the same predictions over and over again, just on different teams.
Mm-hmm.
We do this version, the hilarious version, and then the week of, we do our real picks, spend one day on it, and then let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
I have never been a draft nerd. I never will be a draft nerd. I'm of the thinking that I'm not an owner of the team. I'm not a member of the team. I can voice my opinions all I want. And they're going to fall on deaf ears because they're in the positions to make the decision that is best for the team.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of best for the team, what do the Lions do at number 17? I know what I'll repeat Victor's pick. A membership to Gamblers Anonymous.
I was going to say deleting the apps off of Dan Campbell's phone. The sportsbook apps off of his phone.
That definitely needs to happen. We stay in the NFC Central at number 18, Paul Allen and the Minnesota Vikings.
Some extra tea for Paul Allen's voice for all the shocking calls he's got to make next year. Because I think the Vikings could be down bad again next year.
Yeah,
their defense is legit because Brian Flores decided to stay.
Their defense is fine.
Also,
their offense, however, is where the problem lies.
And they bring in Kyler Murray.
Of all the quarterbacks you want to bring in, you bring in that guy.
Yeah. I mean,
at 19, we have the Carolina Panthers. And my choice is someone not named David Tepper.
I wish for that to be the case, but
Clifford
unfortunately,
Franklin from the Washington Senators.
Oh my God!
Because they need receiver help.
Bad. Bad.
Yeah, Tetroa McMillan, and that's it.
That's it. Number 20, we have the Dallas Cowboys.
Again? Oh, that's the Green Bay. That's the Green Bay pick. Oh gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Spare helicopter parts for those helicopter rides that Jerry Jones likes to make.
I agree with that.
Steven, get my helicopter.
Mm.
Doing bad.
One bar at Texas Stadium. Oh, excuse me, AT&T Stadium. You ban Draw World. You ban one of the liquor rooms that you put yellow tone in. At number 21, it's
oh no.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Terry Bradshaw, quarterback, Louisiana Tech.
Because they're going to need a quarterback badly.
It's gracious.
They have screwed over their last 3 quarterbacks. 4 if you count Ben Roethlisberger.
I mean, even when their quarterbacks got a helmet swung at them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they need a quarterback bad.
They do.
You know okay. The Pittsburgh Steelers select Heinz ketchup and a return to the name Heinz Field.
Weight Watchers.
Yes.
Because Heinz Corporation owns Weight Watchers.
Right.
Pittsburgh Steelers select Iron City beer because they're going to be drinking a lot of it this year.
Yes, they are. And for the first time in a while, they will not make the postseason, not even on a fluke. Or should I say a loop? At number 22, and this is going to taste like ash in my mouth, but wife just cued me to say it correctly, the Los Angeles Chargers. And then she just whispered in my ear, I know you mean San Diego Chargers. Which is where all of our jokes went when we did this on the air.
Jack Murphy, Qualcomm Field at Jack Murphy Stadium.
I like Dietz's pick. Just plain Jack Murphy, the fellow who brought professional sports to San Diego.
Ray Price. He owned the Padres.
True. At number 23, it's Nick Skinny Jeans Sirianni. Thank you, Cool McCain, and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Diana Rossini's cell phone number. Thank you, folks. She's been pushing that AJ Brown and the Patriots thing for weeks,
man.
And now it's come out. I mean, we had the whole thing. We talked about it on Saturday's show. Go watch the replay on YouTube about journalistic ethics and Diana Rossini possibly setting back female beat reporters for a long time. For years because of that conduct, and now Mike Vrabel isn't going to the draft. He's not making any post draft comments that keeps him out because they know what questions they're going to ask.
Yep.
What a mess!
And the mess gets bigger every single doggone day. Every single day that mess gets bigger, and the cloud surrounding it is getting even bigger than that.
All it's missing is the ranch dressing.
That's all it's missing.
Mm-hmm.
At number 24, we go back to Cleveland.
That pick's from Denver, right?
Yes.
No, is it? No, that's not from Denver.
No,
Denver
Jacksonville.
traded that pick to Miami.
Jacksonville.
I'm sorry, Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Another Cleveland pick, huh?
Unfortunately, yes.
A lifetime supply of Rust-Oleum spray paint. It's part of the Rust Belt, folks. I mean, it's a historical joke.
Yes. Yes. And I recognize that joke. That's why I'm laughing.
Thank you.
Number 25, we go to my hometown and the Chicago Bears.
A hologram of George Halas.
You know what? That would actually help. That would actually help. And all right, you busted this joke out first. I'm going to use it here. And you trade that and you'd have that hologram in for Caleb Williams.
Now you can't make the DJ Moore joke anymore. That's Buffalo's territory now.
Who says I can't make that joke? I just slap a Buffalo jersey on him. And speaking of which, the Bills were up next at 26.
Ooh.
Exactly. My pick was another year.
Michael MJ special drink from Space Jam. MJ special stuff.
I remember. I only watched it 100,000 times. I should know that. I selected a return to Rich Stadium because I don't think they're going to have this new place up in time.
No, it's going to be up in time.
It is.
The state, the state has put too much into it. You're welcome, state of New York. It's my tax dollars, by the way, funding that stadium. Half that stadium anyway. And there's a local reporter who, here in the Albany area who was saying, every New York citizen should go to at least one game because your tax dollars paid for those seats. I'm like,
they need to pay for it on the house.
Like, my tax dollars paid for that seat, but they're going to charge me more to pay for a ticket. Not free. It's a business. Come on.
Unless they're giving it to you on the house, then you go nowhere near that joint. What's a price tag on that stadium? $2 billion, something to that nature.
At least, yeah, I think 2.5, 2.6, and what's great, what's better. Look
at the smart
cronyism at work. Cronyism at work. Go ahead. Sorry, you were saying.
For those of you watching on the television broadcast, look at McCoffey's sarcastic smile when he says the great thing about it.
Oh yeah, the nepotism with the government. The governor's husband's company won the rights to do concessions at the new stadium. God, I love cronyism.
You know what? Nepotism at work in Buffalo. I saw it firsthand living in Chicago when they were barking about Soldier Field. And then they rush the product and you see the end result of that joint.
Actually, they don't play in Buffalo. They play in Orchard Park. Listen, I have to hear it from Buffalo fans, from the New England fans, from Miami fans. Oh, the Jets play in New Jersey, man. You don't understand media markets. New Jersey is a New York media market, so shove it.
I agree. I lived in a major media market for most of my life. I totally understand how it works. I lived there for the many years. The Bulls had to practice in Deerfield, Illinois, before politicians started barking and saying they need to move to Chicago, and then the players got a hold of it. I don't need to say anything else.
Nope.
And 27, and I know you're going to have fun with this one because
It's these guys, my beloved 49ers.
Solar panels.
Yes. I totally agree with that pick.
Wait. Hold on. I'm getting some news. Nope. They have it said selected windmills.
Can we have
Do you
both?
believe that substation theory though? Or is it just odd
Give me this,
coincidences that they get hurt so much, but they play so well still?
Give me this button. Substation. Do I believe that's substation theory? I got two answers for you. The first one will Cole from Cole Johnson.
That's a lie.
And the second one will come from Bishop Bullwinkle.
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no.
Oh, sorry.
That should answer your question.
Sorry, Bishop Bullwinkle got me in the spirit for a second.
Don't even apologize for that. Bishop Bullwinkle gets me in the spirit whenever I play that doggone thing.
Oh, man.
At number 28 is the Houston Texans. And no, you cannot select Enron again.
I wasn't gonna. Hank Hill.
If you know, you know.
From Tom Landry Middle School. I'm sorry, from Arlen High.
Mm-hmm.
Hank Hill.
Number 29, we go back to Southern California with the Lambs. You know what? I'll start this one. You know, a quarterback not named Matthew Stafford. I said the same thing.
A quarterback not named Kurt Warner.
There you go. A quarterback not named Jim Everett.
Shane Falco, Ohio State University. Look, you guys, you gotta admit though, and the replacements, right?
Yes.
Keanu Reeves had a really quick 5-step drop back.
He did. And it was that point, it was that movie where I didn't realize he was a southpaw.
Yep.
Until that movie, I didn't realize he was a lefty. Number 30, we got Jen's favorite team, the Denver Broncos.
No, that's Miami's pick now.
Oh, it is Miami's pick.
Yeah, that's the pick that got traded for oh gosh, what was his name? The Penguin. Waddle.
Jalen Waddle. Yes, that's Miami's pick now. So now number 30 belongs to the Miami Dolphins.
Jalen Weeble Wobble. Because Weebles always wobble.
And they don't fall down. I've sung it so much as a kid, and now I have kids and I have grandkids, and I still sing the darn thing. At 31, we have the Super Bowl runners-up in the New England Patriots, which means Father O'Shaughnessy is going to be watching very closely.
Marriage counseling for Mike Vrabel. I'm joking, but I'm also slightly
very serious. Yep.
Yikes! That's not a great situation.
I know. You know what I select for the New England Patriots? This.
In the name of the Tom Brady, the Manny Ramirez, and the David Ortiz, amen. Now let's go.
That little benediction for them.
Father McGregor.
And last but not least, to close up shop and to send us to a break, number 32 belongs to the Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks.
The missing franchise tag on Kenneth Walker III.
Who is now in Kansas City.
Now a Kansas City Chief. How do you let that happen? But I think I know why they did it. I know why they did it because they couldn't afford to retain both Walker and JSN. So they decided to hitch their wagon to JSN, which is a fine move in my estimation. It's a fine move because he was going to be their future receiver anyway. But I have to wonder what kind of voodoo magic John Schneider's going to pull in the draft. Maybe I have to wonder if he tries to move up and get Jeremiah Love or another.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking they were going to do. My hilarious pick was a return to purgatory. Okay, Seattle, you busted out. You won a Super Bowl, but it's time for you to return home to purgatory. But I don't think that's going to happen. At least not for these. Dustin, this is for you. These Seahawks are built to last. I will give them that.
Especially that defense, man.
That defense is rough. That defense is something else. All right, we got to go to a break, but that is our hilarious version of the first round of the NFL draft with Mr. Ryan McCarthy, one half of the dynamic duo of something we like to call No Credentials Required. You can catch him here and there every single week. Thank you, my friend. Very, very much appreciated. Love the labs and love you. Thanks, partner.
All right, thank you.
I had to put a bow on this puppy, this express edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad that you all stuck around with us. They do kind of well because what we have started doing is taping a lot of segments, and we will upgrade to 3 hours. Just so many pieces that I need to finally put in place and quit hemming and hawing about it. Looked at the vertical feed. That's one mistake that I know I need to correct, and I'm going to play around with it this afternoon. Thanks to everybody, to Blake Hammock, to Victor Locke, AB Media, Arian 75756. Mr. McCarthy was hanging out in the chat with us. Thanks to you. Thanks to everybody that hung out with us. Zero the God from Discord hanging out with us. Tiger Tony, along with Peter Suarez, Kane Hates, and everybody that hung out with us this afternoon. Our time is up. We hope that you enjoyed it as we enjoy bringing it to you. Till tomorrow when we do another experimental episode, and John Lay in our Mike to My segment with me. And, of course, I'll have a hilarious non-sexual confession on its scheduled day. And it'll be just as famous, if not more, than the impromptu gave you today. Have a great afternoon. God bless. Remember to make next best move and always scare you. They are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We hope you all are too. More pieces is being put in place tomorrow. So long, everybody. More stuff for you tomorrow. Plus a hilarious bronze sexual confession. Wacky Wednesday episode of Snowman in the Morning. That'll come to you